Sandra Show. Happy Monday!
Monday.
Yes, Monday.
You know me,
Listen, I hope y'all had a great weekend, but now we are back in business.
Let's go.
New week, new opportunities, and new blessings. So y'all go ahead and get all comfy, grab that bubbly beverage, and let's get this show started. Let's get it started. Woo! Yes, listen. Y'all, when the people talk, we listen because the people. Oh, yeah. Y'all know how we do it. We're going to dive into this thing. Let's move in.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Whew. It went down in the Pistons Timberwolves game, y'all.
Big boys.
A heated scuffle broke out, and next thing you know, 7 people got ejected, including players and coaches. Detroit's Isaiah Stewart and Marcus Sasser, plus Minnesota's Dante DiVincenzo and Nas Reed, don't laugh at me, all got the boot. And this ain't no boots on the ground. They got the boots, y'all.
Yeah.
Even assistant coaches got caught up in this mess. Anthony Edwards had the last word, though, saying, if we gonna fight, let's fight then.
Come on, Ed.
But now fans are debating, why are other sports praised for brawls, but the NBA gets dragged? With only a few games left in the season, suspensions could seriously shake up playoff hopes. Commissioner Silver, you are up. Y'all, what we gonna do?
Well, sis, let me start here.
Ooh.
Probably the reason the NBA might get dragged for fights, fisticuffs of any sort, is because the fans are so close.
Is that what it is?
Hockey, there's a whole wall. This is my guess in the moment right now.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, baseball, you're away from all of them, and they're in the middle of the field. Basketball, it has spilled into the crowd once before, quite a few times. So.
Yeah, but I think all rules should just blanket every sport.
No.
Why not?
They all different.
Well, I tell you what, that might affect your playoff games then. You might not be as happy.
I don't care about none of them.
Oh, stop it!
My team was not there.
Oh, my goodness. So if your team wasn't there, then I guess y'all ain't worried about it. Let's move on. Child, Ye is spiraling yet again. He rolled into an interview in a black KKK robe and dragged his late friend Virgil Abloh again. When academics asked why he tweeted F Virgil, Ye didn't flinch. He said, I'm evil. He claims Virgil and others used him, but fans ain't feeling this one. Travis Scott even unfollowed him. The question now, what's Ye's really fighting? What is he really fighting about? And who's going to check on him for real? Come on, this sounds like a wellness check for a friend. Whether you see them going through crazy stuff and saying crazy things or not, if you know that this person has these issues and they're just blurting out all this stuff like he's got Tourette's or something, it sounds like I would want to talk to my friend, former friend, whatever, and try to help. Just like he tried to help with, what's the guy's name that was out in the street?
Kodak
Black. So what y'all got to say about this one?
I'm done. I'm fresh out.
You're out?
I'm running out of excuses for my boy.
I don't know.
I was about to say the same thing, because I don't mind a little Twitter stuff behind at the house, but when you show up now and then speaking in that manner, I'm like, and then showing up like this. Come on.
Can you believe this? I hate for it to even be on the screen.
Yeah, it's bad.
I don't know.
Talking
It's a
about
bad image
Jay-Z's
for him.
kids and all that stuff too.
Yeah.
I mean, we know that he needs help, but he's saying that no one was there for him when he was there for everybody. He needed help with his kids. He needed help with a lot of different things. And it seemed like none of his friends that he helped elevate were there for him.
So,
now, I think that's a hard pill to swallow for anyone, whether you are in your right mind or not in your right mind. How he just showed up with the whole thing with the hat, I'm done with that. But I've been done. Anyway, let's move on.
You've
Next.
been done. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Costco just pulled off a retail glow up, gaining 7.7 million shoppers, while Target lost nearly 5 million. And the T is in the DEI, that's diversity, equity, and inclusion policies. So Target walked back its DEI efforts after pushback, while Costco stood 10 toes down on business. And Black and Hispanic shoppers took notice. Now, civil rights leaders are calling for boycotts of Target, accusing them of folding under pressure. And not just civil rights leaders. I saw Pastor Jamal Bryant in there as well. So people in
He
the
is
clergy,
a civil rights leader.
they call him a leader?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, excuse me. Civil rights leader / pastor.
Yes,
Thank you very
ma'am.
much. All right, we come with
all
various
that.
titles these days. So meanwhile,
Yeah.
Costco's CEO Ron Vakris is keeping the doors open like the church and the coins rolling in. Let this be a lesson. Values matter at the register too.
Oh, I like that. I
I
see what you
like
did.
it. I like it.
I like that.
Values,
I like it.
all
That's
right.
a good conclusion. I'm with you there.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Shall we move on?
Yeah.
Anybody still shopping at Target? Anybody?
ma'am.
Anybody? Listen.
Let me call my wife.
Ah!
Let me see.
No,
Let me make sure.
We're going to move on to this next story. Listen, y'all, Viola Davis is opening up about filming Ma Rainey's Black Bottom with Chadwick Boseman. And sis is being real, like she always is. She said she was low-key judgmental at first, wondering why he had folks rubbing his back and playing soft music between takes. What she didn't know, Chadwick was dying. Fighting colon cancer in silence. They were doing it because he was dying, she said. The man gave us greatness while carrying pain that nobody knew about, nobody saw. Now that, my friends, is legacy.
Oh, well spoken.
Isn't that amazing?
Well
I just
spoken.
love the fact that she came back and said, hey, I was wrong. This is why, and this is what, and this is how I saw things. We love you, Viola. We love you. We love you. Let's move on to this next story. So Gaboris Siddiq got real in the Apple TV doc number 1 on the call sheet. Before Precious made her a star, she worked as a phone sex operator. All
right.
Well, then that news. And sis said she wasn't allowed to be Black on the phone. She used the name Melody and faked a Valley Girl voice just to get paid. We're trained to hate ourselves, she said. Wow. But now she's reclaiming it all and doing it her way. Like Frank Sinatra.
Oh.
What? Stop it! She's not doing that anymore, Chris.
You just said
You
she's
said she's
reclaiming
claiming
it.
She said she's reclaiming her times, kind of, sort of. Let's
like-
move on. I don't want to talk to
I
y'all.
had so many questions.
Listen.
I can be as black as you want
All
now.
right.
Come on.
Y'all are wild.
Bring
Okay.
that thing over here now.
Let's go to Memphis.
Okay.
Y'all.
Okay.
A Memphis man and woman are facing serious charges after a tow truck driver was run over during a repossession. I saw this. It's crazy. So it was caught on video. The man backed over the driver while his partner yelled, "Hurry up!" As he was still under the car. The driver was hospitalized with head injuries, but survived. Now, the suspects, Brandy Revels and Nicholas Ray, are charged with aggravated assault and due in court on March 31st. I think that's tomorrow. Y'all, this situation could have easily turned deadly. That's today, March
in there right
31st
now.
today. They went to court today, or they're headed to court, right? So it could have turned deadly over a 2011 Ford Fusion. Be for real. I don't care what it was. It could have been any kind of car. It could have been a Rolls Royce. Are you genuinely going to run over somebody knowing that your car has not been paid for and they're repossessing it? And then you run over the man's head. Y'all should have saw that man's head. It was crazy.
Yes. I can't believe he got up and was like, "You going to jail?" I can't believe he moved like that. I
He
cannot
knew what
believe
he
it.
was there for.
Man, I would be the devil's advocate in this situation.
Go ahead, Luke.
Even if you work in this type of job, you see the man jump in his car. That tells you already he's making a move. He is crazy. He's not settling
Oh,
for
you can
what's
have
going
a car
on.
as far as I'm
And then you still
concerned.
get under the car trying to Come on, bro.
Now, I don't
love
think
my
his
job
music.
this much
Now,
to do
I'm
this.
with you on that, Luke. After he saw the man jump in the car, I don't think it was wise for him to lay down and try to put the chain over
Yes.
the tire.
Some of them take their job too
But
seriously.
that's yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
You gonna run him over though?
Hey,
Still wrong.
Look at this. This is crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying I would have done it, but that tells you this guy is not stopping.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
So
Listen, if
it's
y'all
life.
repo in the car, y'all can have it. Just go ahead. We done played it all the way to the end. Y'all might well just go ahead and
found
take
me.
the car. I am not running. It's yours. And let me tell y'all something. That might have been a 2011, but most cars today, 2000 whatever, they have like tracking devices in them.
Exactly.
Whether you put it on the car or not, they are in the car.
You can't park at your cousin's house
You
no more?
cannot park at your cousin's house. You cannot leave it down the street. They will
Good to
clock
know.
that car so quick. You wake up in the morning, that car will be gone. And you cannot do that. So anyway, we're praying for the guy that got hurt.
Yes,
he
Lord.
just looked crazy from them running over his face.
Yeah, man.
Who does that?
I feel
Anyway,
bad for
y'all,
bro.
we have an amazing guest with us today. You do not want to miss her. We're going to go to a short break, and Dr. Nadine Henry will be with us when we come back for the culture.
Hey.
Get us out of here. Come on, fellas. Woo. Welcome back to the Sandra Show. Y'all, so many of us deal with emotional stress, mental fatigue, and feeling stuck, whether it's at work, in school, or just trying to navigate everyday life. But today, we've got someone here who's going to break it all down and help us understand what's really going on beneath the surface. Y'all, please welcome to the show a true advocate for mental clarity and healing, Dr. Nadine Henry. Nadine's in the house. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me. Please have a seat. Yes. Hello and welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's an honor to have you, and you definitely got the memo. You look fabulous.
Thank you.
Head to toe.
Thank
Here
you.
we go.
So do you.
Thank you, Dr. Nadine. So let's start from the beginning, if we can. Was there a personal moment or experience that made you say, this is what I'm meant to do? What pulled you towards psychology and eventually creating Brighter Day Psychological Services?
Okay. Since I was a child, I've always enjoyed helping others. I'm just a very caring person. So in college, of course, I majored in psychology. And after graduation, I worked for a while in the school system as a school psychologist. And I did that for many years, but then I just saw that I wanted to offer more comprehensive services where I would serve individuals of all ages, not just children, work with adults as well. And especially even working with students as they, they leave the K through 12 setting and they want to move on to having a career. So that was what led me to just open Brighter Day Psychological Services.
That's wonderful. So many of us carry emotional weight that we don't talk about. We just kind of keep it inside. In your day-to-day work, what are some of the struggles you see the most, and what do those battles really look like behind closed doors? We know you can't talk about.
Emotional, damn it!
Oh, help us.
How can you help us?
I think that people are just so overwhelmed and they're so stressed. There's so much that's placed on them. The world that they live in is changing every day.
Yes.
Things are happening to them that they don't have any control over, but they still have to get up every day, take care of their children, their family, go to work, hold it together.
Yes.
So sometimes, that's what, is going on inside them. You don't really know that they're really struggling so much because they really sometimes don't want to show it to you.
Correct.
So that's a lot of what I see right now.
Yes, and we got a lot of amens over here
Come on.
from the culture, right?
Somebody's preaching.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
So, Dr. Nadine, you know how sometimes people smile in public but are crumbling behind the scenes. What would you say to someone watching right now who's too afraid or ashamed to ask for help, even though they're silently suffering?
I think that it's very hard sometimes to just say that you are struggling and there's a weakness. If they have like a trusted family member or friend, they could start there as an opener. But if not, then they can, reach out to a licensed professional who
such as yourself.
Such as myself, who can offer services. And they should understand that seeking help, it's not showing that you are weak. It's showing that you are strong.
Yes.
And I find that, I do see that now people are more open to seek treatment. The stigma is getting a little bit, reduced.
Yes.
And maybe it's because they see people, talk about mental health now on a regular, more often. You see rappers, athletes who talk about their personal struggles with depression and anxiety. So I do see that, it's getting more to a point where people are seeking treatment more than they normally would.
I'm so glad to hear you say that, because we constantly say on the show, listen, there's nothing wrong with getting help. It definitely is a sign of strength and wanting to move forward rather than staying in this space that you're in and trying to figure it out all by yourself. So you do psychological and vocational evaluations, things most people might not even know that they need. Can you please break down why these are so important and maybe share how it's changed someone's entire path in life?
Right. For individuals who are having difficulties with issues such as, they think that they may be on the autism spectrum, ADHD, or any kind of learning disability, you can seek a psychological evaluation to diagnose the condition, and you can use that evaluation to seek treatment. As far as the other one, vocational evaluation, that's something that people sometimes don't even know of or even think about, but we also provide that service. We partner with Vocational Rehabilitation, which is a government program who serves individuals with disabilities in meeting their vocational goal. And that could be if you want to find a job, or if you want to go to college, they'll pay for your tuition and books if you meet the criteria. This is all free services.
Really?
So we do that. So as far as that evaluation, it's just focused. We will consider how they're able to reason, think, problem solve. We'll see, their academic levels to see where they're able to read and do math. And we will also do other career interest questionnaires with them to see where their interest lies based on their interests and their personality. So you want to find a job tailored to them based on their interests and their work personality.
That's amazing. You
Right.
can do all of that.
Yes,
One-stop shop.
Yes, because if you're happy in your career and it aligns with, with your goals, then you're going to be more satisfied and stay in that job.
It's
so
so
that's why it's
true.
important.
Amen, fellas.
Amen.
I love it. I love it. So let's talk about. No, yeah. So let's talk about the folks who've been told they'll never work again or can't do certain things because of their diagnosis. How do you help them flip that narrative and build a life where they feel valuable and capable again?
And that is difficult, but we do offer career counseling at Brighter Day.
Excellent.
So if you're someone who's thinking about changing career, or even you want to just start your career, you can come in. We'll complete the evaluation with you to find out, what job you're suited for based on your interests and your personality, and also your ability as well. And because that is also important, because you have to be careful that you're making realistic goals that are attainable for you.
Yes.
So you may have the desire and be so hardworking and be a doctor, but if you can only read at a 7th grade level, then that may not be the route for you. So we'll help you find a job, another job in the medical field.
Yes.
So that's why that is important to
I
have
love
that
that.
evaluation.
Well, everybody can't be a doctor, but there's some space for you in the medical field. I love that.
There is.
So what happens when someone walks into Brighter Day feeling completely stuck, burnt out, misunderstood, and unsure of where they belong? What does that journey to clarity and purpose really look like with you?
So when they come in, we initially just do an intake with them to find out, about their background. I want to find out how you grew up. Because that may influence who you are right now. So we gather a complete history of the individual so that we know about them. And then I will ask them about the symptoms that they're experiencing. And based on that, it will help me develop a treatment plan for them.
Oh, I love it.
Yes.
Every patient's different. Right?
Everyone is different, but if they're in a situation where I won't say crisis, but they need assistance, then I will just talk to them about things that they can incorporate right now that will help them. Like it's some things that we don't really think about that's important. It is getting quality sleep,
yes,
getting regular exercise,
yes,
making sure you have a healthy diet, things like that. Take times out to do things that you enjoy. If you enjoy music, go to a concert.
Right.
If you enjoy being in the outdoors, go for a walk. So we talk about those things as well.
That's so good.
So just be mindful that those things are important as well.
Yes, good stuff. So, Dr. Nadine, there's been a big shift lately. People are finally talking about therapy. We said that, like they're really talking about it. They're talking about it like it's normal because it is. But from your perspective, do you feel like we're really making progress, or is the stigma still difficult to break down? And I know you said it's kind of resolving to an extent, but let's elaborate a little bit on just people and the stigma of psychological health.
I do feel like it's better now. There's less stigma attached to it. And I feel it's because of, people that publicly talk about how they feel, And sometimes it could be someone that you look up to, you admire, and don't know that they have this condition. And I find that people are talking more about their mental struggles. And because of that, there's less stigma attached to it because it's relatable. They see people who they see as strong, and they're like,
don't think you don't have any problem.
Exactly.
Right.
And here it is that they have anxiety. So they see that, I can talk about it. It's okay. I can seek treatment. So I do feel like I do see it where people are more open now. As a result, if you're trying to find a therapist, it's challenging to find one.
It's so true. But tell
Yes.
tell our viewers again the name of your company.
So we are Bright Day Psychological Services.
Yes, and you're located in the state of Florida. And do you do online televisits, anything like that?
Yes, we have an office in Orlando.
She has an office in Orlando. I'm not trying to rush
Yes.
you, but we've got to
And
go.
then we work nationwide.
And she works nationwide. So
yes.
please make sure that you all go on and find Dr.
Yes.
Nadine Henry. And to all of you who are watching, thank you so much for joining us today. God bless you. We'll be right back here tomorrow at 7 p.m. Thank you again, Dr. Nadine. Ooh, you're good right there.
All right, come on, let's just scan that QR code at the bottom of your screen. Because we got so much more exclusive content for y'all right here only on the Sasandra Show.